Good, happy Tuesday morning. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, rocks thrown through window of Nashua Mosque. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News Now.
College tuition making New Hampshire the highest in America. Maybe Maggie Hassan wouldn't know. Hassan missed nearly
who we are in Nashua. We're a welcoming community, and we care for our neighbors.
Dozens gathered in Nashua tonight, showing strength through unity after a mosque was vandalized.
A rock came flying through a window just inches away from a worshiper.
And right now, members of the community are urging police to investigate whether it was an act of hate.
And this as people are trying to figure out why someone would shatter the peace during a time of prayer. In this place of peace, an act of hate. It was Sunday night when Muhammad Akbar received a call telling him someone had vandalized the Islamic Society of Greater Nashua. Someone threw a rock through the window, shattering the calm of prayer time.
It was lighted up completely inside, and people are sitting right beside the window.
This mosque in Nashua opened 3 years ago when Nashua became home to several hundred Islamic refugees. The rock hit an electronic sign advertising the mosque. Saleh Ahmed saw it happen.
He's saying that when a stone went by his ears, it was very close to the ears. He thought that light bulb fell down from the top. He had some shredded glasses on his shoulder.
Right after the rock throwing, 3 people were seen running away. But police say this may not be an isolated incident. 20 minutes earlier, a 911 call reported 3 juveniles throwing rocks at the city's Mines Fall Park sign.
That sign and that trailhead is in the general area, almost within like the parking lot area of where the mosque is down at Pine Street Extension.
The Massachusetts chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations says the Nashua Mosque vandalism should be investigated as a hate crime.
There was no sayings left. It was simply a rock through a window. However, due to its occurring on September 11th, it being a mosque, that's something we will definitely look at.
I don't know if it is a coincidence because I have never had this before. So I am thinking this is 9/11, and then those guys who were walking by, they had something in their mind, came up and then threw it.
Nashua police are asking people with any information on this crime to give them a call.
Okay, and there you go on that report. No bail for Danville man accused of killing woman. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
You may not feel it, but some body washes can contain cleansers found in dish soap. Dove's body wash is different. It has only the gentlest cleansers.
Just made me feel good.
This is Dove.
Richard Moore appeared in Plastow Circuit Court this morning by video from the Rockingham County Jail, where he is being held for the murder of 51-year-old Joanne Boucher. Her body was found at her Danville home last week.
The state is alleging that you knowingly caused the death of another, to wit Joanne Boucher, whose date of birth was February 21st, 1965, by stabbing her multiple times with a knife.
Authorities say they believe Boucher was killed sometime around September 2nd, but her body wasn't found until a 911 call was made 3 days later. Officials would not say who made that emergency call. Moore is a registered sex offender with a 1998 aggravated felonious sexual assault conviction out of Hillsborough County. He was arrested in Manchester last Friday, but his address is listed as Boucher's home in Danville. Moore appeared emotional, wiping his eyes several times during today's very brief hearing. Authorities would not talk about a possible motive.
I don't want to elaborate, on their relationship, but I can tell you it was not random.
Moore will be back in court later this month for a probable cause hearing. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Andy Hirschberger, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Audience members Crash Lockley's debut on Dancing with the Stars. Protesters rushed the stage after Lockley's first performance on Dancing with the Stars, interrupting the live show Monday evening. The incident occurred as Lockley was receiving one of the judges' crucial of his dance routine. ABC News reported that 2 men got on the ballroom dance floor and at least 4 other people yelled anti-Lockley chants. Although the show was live, the actual incident was not shown on camera by ABC. David Ortiz ties Mickey Mantle with 536 career home run. David Ortiz hit his 536 home run to tie Mickey Mantle for the 17th on baseball career list. And David Price allowed just a prior solo homers to lead the Red Sox over the Baltimore Orioles 12-2 on Monday night and protect Boston's lead in the AL East. Hillary Clinton didn't disclose pneumonia, didn't think it would be that a big deal. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
Find them in our Subaru Outback.
Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Hillary Clinton facing political backlash tonight over what's being called her lack of transparency after revealing her previously undisclosed pneumonia diagnosis. This after weeks of the Clinton camp dismissing concerns about her health as conspiracy theories. Here's ABC's David Wright on how this will impact the election.
It's not just the fact that she stumbled, or worse, that makes this newsworthy. Consider the time and place. Ground Zero on the 15th anniversary of 9/11. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump both there to project strength and resolve after the worst terror attack ever on American soil. An attack that hit close to home for both of them. The world is watching. So for Clinton to abruptly leave early without explanation and then to appear to nearly collapse, that's bound to be a very big deal.
The Fox's alert on new questions tonight about Hillary Clinton's health.
Moments ago, because of some apparent medical episode,
I just didn't think it was going to be that big a deal.
Tonight, Clinton called into Anderson Cooper to clear things up.
There's a lot of folks who are very worried about you. How are you feeling?
Oh, thank you, Anderson. I'm feeling so much better, and obviously I should have gotten some rest sooner. I probably would have been better off if I'd just pulled down my schedule on Friday.
But the damage was done. After Clinton left Ground Zero, it took her aides 90 minutes to issue a statement that she felt overheated during the ceremony and decided to head over to her daughter Chelsea's Manhattan apartment. Less than an hour after that, she emerged, still in sunglasses, but all smiles, ignoring the reporters' questions as though nothing had happened.
How are you feeling, Secretary? Great. Great. What happened? It's a beautiful day in New York.
She even paused to hug a little girl who ran up to greet her. Then she cheerfully said her goodbyes and zoomed home for the rest of the day. 5 hours later, another statement, this time from her doctor, revealing that she was diagnosed Friday with pneumonia.
Now, knowing that she has pneumonia, should she be hugging that child in the street?
Yeah, there are so many different types of pneumonia. Some of them are contagious. Most of them are not.
Even so, today Senator Chuck Schumer, who stood next to her at Ground Zero, said he now has pneumonia. And the campaign said a number of staffers have been stricken too. The bug apparently going around. Clinton, now following her doctor's orders, cut back on her schedule and tweeted tonight, like anyone who's ever been home sick from work, I'm just anxious to get back out there. See you on the trail soon.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Goldman slashes odds of Fed interest rate hike in September to 25%. Goldman Sachs has trimmed the odds of the U.S. Federal Reserve's raising interest rate next week, noting the absence of a clear indication that the central bank's rate-setting group was set to tighten policy. Syrian claims to have shot down Israel warplane drone is total lies. Let's take a listen to this video from CNN.
I don't think they know that about it.
Well, the general command of the Syrian army claimed he shot down an Israeli fighter jet or a warplane, as well as a drone, either late Monday night or into Tuesday morning, so essentially overnight. I spoke with the Israeli military spokespeople, and they deny that anything ever happened, calling it a completely false report, a complete fabrication, and complete lies. They say, however, that 2 Syrian surface-to-air missiles were fired at their aircraft that were flying in that area, and this is right on the fence, essentially, on the line between the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights and the Syrian Golan Heights. So what were Israeli planes doing in that vicinity to begin with? Well, the IDF says, the Israeli military says that there were projectiles, weaponry, or fire that came over from the Syrian Golan into the Israeli Golan overnight, and Israeli warplanes or fighter jets were responding, were retaliating against the targets, against the military that fired those projectiles, which is the Syrian army, according to the Israeli military. So if these Israeli...
Okay, and there you go on that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday. See you back here later on today. Goodbye, everyone.